ETN to start the drive.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Now it's Horn. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings, because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It's taken to the 26.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Again on the ground with Madden. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Lucas Van Ness getting 3 there to bring him down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
To throw now, Dart.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The Cowboys at 5-6 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And this is incomplete.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
Now they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Y'all got to talk about the basics. Y'all can't talk about the basics.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Here's Dart.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw is Dart.
In trouble here, down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Quentin Williams. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Looking to throw, Dart.
trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a now 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Purdy looking to throw.
He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
3rd down and 10. Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Purdy sets up to throw again. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
2nd and 6. Purdy now to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Now Purdy.
This will be caught at about the 5. And it is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Zay Flowers
Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
and the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kid team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They begin with a carry for Blue.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they'll audible to something else. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
First down, it's Blue. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They have punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
First down, and they go right back to Blue. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone, following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
This drive is turning into an extended run, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Throwing his dart. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Play fake, and here's Dart. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, but it was so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Or maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established a running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Dart. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
To throw, Dart. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Dart. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing, Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now he will take it on Chiefs touchdown.
Dante Thornton, 27 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Travis Etienne, 72 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead.
When you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, I'm just sitting back in my chair. Let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they are not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Chiefs.
To throw now, Dart. A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. This is Hunter. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now they'll shift things around. Dart going to look to throw here.
Harris has it over the middle.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3. To the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's second down and 3. dart.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Throwing his dart. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play we just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First down, Kansas City.
Here's Dart.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Dante Thornton
With now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for two.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here's Purdy.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Now Dart.
He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Dante Thornton.
A dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns.
And the Chiefs are able to move back in front.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it with Blue. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Shotgun now with Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken around the 12. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Well, it was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
From the gun, here's Dart. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To the air, Dart. He's got a man downfield. It's Harris.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Looking to throw, Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
To throw is Dart.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Pass right side caught by Thornton.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
They'll go. Here's Dart. And they'll find the open man. That's complete.
Now he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Trey Harris, 28 yards. And the Chiefs will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Now Myers for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. juke. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And they're on the 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Throwing here, Purdy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And there are some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up with 1st and goal.
That's good for the Cowboys. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9.
Purdy sets up to throw again. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Throwing Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jaden Reed from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
How about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 27.
Here's Dart.
He's going to go down here as safe. They push him back to the 34.
Gregory Rousseau just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing his Dart. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
To throw now, Dart. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Levis. Drops it to Blue, complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Hunter. They find some open field here. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 33. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Handoff, Blue running right. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Levis to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Levis, he'll look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10. Levis. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
It's now second and
Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Back to throw. Levis.
This is caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. Third and 1. Throwing now. Here's Levis.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. Sat back at the 7. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
at their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
That's caught. It's Flowers. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
The most improbable ways to finish a game. And they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively? One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but it is. How do you let that happen, partner?
That's It's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. Let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like open. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Just spend, make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so we so let's take, don't miss. Pour them all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just flown in.
Already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about if you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything. Anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything. See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when when I call you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleeds. Two distant strangers like magicians, never knew them tricks were up your sleeve.
Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I had to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact, buzz you up so I can call that appalling.
Can't tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? Fresh tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas.